Hello friends, myself Dipak Shirbhate, and today I'm going to explain you the inline function of VRML. Inline means you can call some object from the local server or web server so that you can optimize your VRML scene without any problem. So this is my Facebook page, and we'll start with the exercise. So I'm actually what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put one uh, avatar means digital man in front of this gate. Okay, so this is the gate of my factory. Okay, you can see the machines inside. There are 4 machines inside, and you can see the factory in the virtual reality modeling language. And this is the gate. This is the only one gate which is there for the factory, only entry site. And I want to put one avatar means it is a digital man. It is a digital representation of the user, which is called as avatar. Is taken from the avatar name is taken from the Hindu mythology. It means that a representation of somebody in another form. So I'm going to put one avatar over here. Let me show you the file of the avatar. Okay, so actually this is the mapping file. You can see my photograph in the mapping file. Rest of the things are this is the you can say body, and this is the shirt and body parts, and these are the parts of coat, and this is the part of the shoe of the avatar. Okay, so this is the and this is the actual avatar file. So you can see now this I want to put. Now what we have done is that we have applied some time sensors and some touch sensors to this avatar. If you click on this avatar, it will bow in the Indian style. It will say welcome or namaskar in the Indian style. Okay, so this is the avatar that I want to put. Okay, and frequently he will look around, and sometimes he will see his wristwatch. So this is the object that I want to put in the factory scene at the entry side of the factory. So let us start with the exercise. First of all, we will start our Vivaty studio. Now Vivaty studio lets you do the it lets you create the virtual world without the knowledge of programming. Now since I'm a mechanical engineer, I don't have much knowledge of programming, so graphically also I can create the virtual worlds. So this is I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the inline function for this. So you can see the first node is the ground node, so the ground is available, and now I'm going to call the factory in the scene. So I'm putting this factory somewhere at the center, maybe here. Okay, and then I'm going to the URL universal resource locator. URL stand for universal resource locator, and I'm going to call the factory. Now it is reading the file and parsing the data. It is 100% complete. Okay, and I think factory will be available over here. Now with the different tools, what I can do is so factory fits the selected node, fits all the geometry. So here I can fit all the geometry. This is the tool. Here also I'm going to do the same thing in the ISO view, and here also I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so this is the factory. Now I want to zoom some of the parts, some of the areas. So here I want to zoom the entry side. Okay, so here I will zoom the entry side. Let us see how it will look. This is the entry side. Okay, it is the proper zoom. Here again I want to zoom the entry side, so let us zoom this area. Okay, now here there is a problem actually. Here this is the here we can zoom the things, but this is the back side, not the front side. So let us see. Actually it is heavy file, it will take some time. Now even the speed of the computer is quite good, but it is taking some time. Now I want to change this view. Instead of this right view, let us take the back view. I think back view will be, no, back, not back, left hand side view, I think. Okay, left side view, so that it will show you the front side of the entry kit. Now let us zoom this part also. Let us zoom this part also. Now you can see the front side of the entry gate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to uh, use shift D, so that it will display me the options: wire display and orthogonal view display. Okay, so I'm switching to the wireframe node. Okay, so in the wireframe it will be somewhat easy to carry out the work. So this is all about bringing the factory in a proper position. Now let us start with drawing something. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one spear in the gate, so that I can remember where exactly I want to put the avatar. So instead of putting the avatar directly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep one spear in the gate. Okay, so I will draw one spear here. Okay, the spear has been drawn. Okay, let us now zoom the spear. So zooming can be carried out by, say, increasing the radius. 10 is, I think, sufficient. You can make it 20 also, so that it will visible. Now you can see the spear is visible. Okay, the spear is visible. Okay, now we will drag the spear. We'll drag the spear outside. We'll drag the spear. Let us select the spear. Now we can drag it outside. I want to drag it outside, but it is going inside. So there is some problem with the local x coordinate. Let us make it minus 10. You can actually visually also you can drag. Oh ho ho. So here the sphere is actually, and we have to drag it outside. Yes, here the sphere is. So somewhat I want to place the sphere somewhat here. Okay, at the bottom we have placed the sphere. Now it is in the proper position. In the top view it is in the proper position, in the front view it is in the proper position, on in the left view it is in the proper position. Now what we can do is we can hide the entire factory. Okay, we can hide the entire factory. So I'm using the hide command. So entire factory is hidden. Now there is no factory. Now I'm going to call another say avatar, and I'm going to call this avatar exactly at this position. So this is the avatar that I'm going to call. Avatar is available. Now you can see the dot. What I have to do is I have to scale him, say 10 times. 10 times is not enough, make it 30. 30, I think 30 is also not enough, make it 50. Okay, 50 is good enough. 50 is good enough. Now we will move this avatar slightly upward here, slightly upward, and then I want to view. Actually I don't want to view. I want to actually zoom the avatar, so that I can see the face. Okay, this is the avatar. Now what you can do is you can rotate this avatar like this, so that his face will be away from the factory, or away from the factory. Okay, away from the factory. And he will be now this avatar is in a proper position. Whatever the position that we have set, it is in the proper position. Now I want to delete this sphere. So sphere is deleted. Now we can unhide the factory, and now you can see that the avatar is standing. But I want that, just a minute, we will hide the factory, or instead of hiding, what we will do is we will rotate this avatar by, say, no, this is not the okay, shift D. Let us see the solid display, apply, and okay. I think this is the front side. I hope this is the front side. Let us check from this zoom whether it is whether the avatar is in proper position or not. Yeah, it hopes so. I think he is in a proper position. Okay, so so everything is okay right now. Now we have to save the file. Let us save this file on the desktop. Let us give the name to the file. Let us give the name to the file, and the file will be named as factory dvs with avatar. Factory dvs with avatar. We'll save this file, and now we are going to export this entire scene. We want to export this. I'm choosing the uncompressed export Vrml. Uncompressed export factory dvs with avatar is the final output. So it has been exported, and now I think it is perfect. Now we can close this. Now let us check the code. So open this with notepad, and you can see the code is very simple. The Vrml, it is version 2. World info is factory dvs with avatar, and contained by Vivaty Studio 3D web authorizing tool, media machines. And now we have called the factory, and in the second definition we have called the avatar. That's all. Two actually things we have called. So this is the final say output. Now let us check the size. Size is just 4 KB. It is very compressed. So it is very compressed. It is just holding the relation. Actually it is calling one file and another file and combining these two files and showing to the viewer. So now let us open this file and see how the resources are loaded and how quickly they are loaded. And loading resources, and they are getting loaded. They are getting loaded, and let us see reset, and avatar is there. You can see the avatar, and is welcoming you. Okay, so this is good. Okay, this is good. This is perfect. Okay, so let us click this, and this man is welcoming you. It is properly placed, and this is the required output. So if you have any queries, you can directly contact me on my Facebook page. Here is my Facebook page, or you can contact me directly on my cell. My number is 92267433354. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.